What's up, guys? It's Jules. It is late November, the day before American Thanksgiving. This video will come out on American Thanksgiving, so I don't know, it's like the 22nd, 23rd, I think. But back from Florida, sunny Florida. It was sunny. It was a little cool, but it was sunny. Back home here, and got some stuff to tell you. Got some stuff to show you. So I'm going to do all my normal whip stuff, but then at the end, I'm going to show you a couple of new things that I picked up when I was down in Jacksonville, because I went down and, while I was down there, we stopped in at a cross-stitch store, or a needle workshop, I suppose you could say, called A Stitch in Time, and I picked up a few new things, and so I want to talk about that a little bit, but also, there's a giveaway. There's a giveaway. Oh, and also you get to see me feed an alligator named Jules at the end too. So stick around to the end if you want to see those things. But really what we're going to do is, it's probably going to be a little bit more of an abbreviated video this week because I didn't get a lot of stitching done this week. Certainly not as much as I kind of planned on. Part is like when I got back from the trip, I've had a headache now for the last couple of days. A lot of it was because I kind of slept all wonky on the plane. And you really, if you have neck problems, you just, unless you have one of those neck pillows, which I do, but I couldn't find it before I left. So if you have something like that, you really shouldn't fall asleep on a plane. And I did. And so I've been a little messed up. I just got back from the chiropractor, literally just got back from the chiropractor just now. And so everything's kind of put back in place, and my head is beginning to open up a little bit and feel better, so I'm hoping that I will feel good enough to start stitching again a little bit later today. That would be very good, because I need to stitch. I got things to do. Alright, so, did you guys have a good last week? I feel like I haven't seen you. I feel like I haven't seen you guys. Alright, so I took two projects with me on the trip, and originally, I know that I said I was going to take, what was it, Reaper and, Boba Fett. Well, I did not take Reaper. In the end, I decided that I wanted to take something that had a little bit more color, so I took Dachshund. Now, it was a last-minute decision, which it shouldn't have been, because what ended up happening was I brought everything with me, except for the pattern. So I was like, well, that doesn't do me any good. But the good thing is I filled in some of the purple. As you guys know, there's a lot of purple around here to fill in. So I filled in some more purple, and so I got some more stuff done there. So you can see there's a little bit of a difference. So here's Dachshund. So it's coming together. So really all I did, I filled in a little bit more here, and then I just kind of came along up here and filled in all of this area here. So definitely coming together and looking a little more like something, but yeah, you can see kind of just, I only did the purple. I was a little disappointed because I thought I'd get a lot further along, but that's okay. I really didn't stitch a whole lot. You know, I was tired. I'll talk about that when I talk about Florida, so we'll stop there. Let me find Boba Fett. Boba Fett, come here, Boba Fett. Come here, Boba Fett. So mostly I just continued work on the bottom of Boba Fett. So I got a bit more done. This thing is all wrinkly because I kind of smushed it up and threw it in a bag. But pretty much I just came up through here and filled in 2 or 3 more colors. Most of what I did here I did on the plane. Didn't do a whole lot else. But getting there. Getting there. I gridded some more. I gridded all the way over on this one. Yeah, it was this side of the page? Yeah, I gridded over on this side of the page. But I still got so much to fill in. It still just looks like a... I don't know what that is, but it looks like a... Anyway, so, and I know I'm missing a color, a very important color that apparently will fill in quite a lot of said Boba Fett piece. But we're getting there. We're getting there. It's like I gotta restart, like, my head when, you know, when you go on vacation and then you don't do things for a while and you come back, and especially when you come back like me and you just kind of like, my head's coming out, my brain's coming out of my head. If there's such a thing. What else have I worked on? Because I'm only going to show you what I actually got progress made on, and there's not going to be a whole lot this week that I'll show you. Let's see. I did not do any of that. I did not do any of that, and then I didn't do any of that. So, but I did do some of this. I did do some apothecary shop. So I got a little bit more done. Just a little bit more filled in. Just a little bit more. I did that. Was that Sunday night? I think I did that Sunday night. Because I know I didn't do any stitching Monday or Tuesday. But there it is. So it's just the roof. The roof is coming along better. Ah, you can see it's like right here. Right there. So there we go. So just more of the roof. More of the roof. Roofy, roofy, roofy. All right. So there's that one. Gosh, did I do anything else besides those two? Let me pull everything out here and just look. I got blended project. Nope, didn't do anything on that. I got Reaper. Oh, I think I might have done something. Did I do something on Reaper? Let's look at Reaper and just look. All right, I think I did get some work done on Reaper. I ended up working on it some and just basically filling in a bunch more down through, these areas down here. Almost done with the page on that side. And when I do finish with that, I'm going to come back up here and start working on this. Because this is like page 3 right here. So I can do the top part of page 3 and fill that in a bit more. But yeah, I think for whatever reason I felt like working on it. And then when I worked on it before I left on the trip, I was just kind of like, I don't want to take it with me. So I think I felt like it would be too, trying to like see this 18 count would have just been, it would have been hard. And it would have been, I don't think I would have gotten a whole lot done. And because I just wasn't going to enjoy myself very much. Now, something tells me that I got something done on Rainy Waterloo Place. I think I did. So let's see. Did I get anything done, guys? Because I haven't gone back and looked to see what things look like before. But I think I did. Because I believe, as I look at this now, that I finished filling in more of this, and then came down here. So we're just bringing the light stuff down. Didn't I do some darker stuff? Maybe that was in a cross-stitching dream. But I filled in a little down here. And then all this turns into more dark things. Darker things. So we're getting there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I worked on that before I left. Seems like, it's funny when you go on a trip and you come back and you're just like, it was so long ago. It was just so long ago. Did not work on Old World Map 2. Did not work on baseball. Honestly, I don't think I really worked on a whole lot of anything. I ended up, right before I went to shoot this video, I dumped everything that I had in the little bag where I had all my docs and stuff. I just dumped everything on the floor, so it wasn't very good. So I think that's kind of it. I mean, that's hardly anything, but it was just I don't know, I wasn't in the mood. It wasn't even that. So wait, let me talk about the trip and why I didn't stitch more. I slept a lot. And what happens is when I leave my little world, is if I go someplace and I don't think that I'm going to be needed to do anything in particular. Kind of like, when you go home and your mom always has stuff for you to do. Hi, Mom. Your mom always has stuff to do and whatnot. And, and that's cool. That's fine. Or you go somewhere and, like, you're expected to go visit people and do some different things and whatnot. And when I go places with my husband, like if we go over to his friend's house, or even on this trip, we went back over to his parents' house. Hi, Mom and Dad. And and so I get there and I get super comfortable and I'm asleep in like 5 minutes. I can't even explain it, but it's just, I just get so relaxed and I just fall right asleep. So it's a tremendous compliment, I have to say. I think every get together, every sort of party or dinner that we've ever had overhead at his best friend's place here in town, I think virtually every single time I fall asleep, at some point, like it's usually after the meal. I'm usually just packed full and I just fall asleep. And so that's kind of what happened. I fell asleep while I was there. Both days that we were there, I fell asleep for like at least an hour each time. And then we slept and slept and slept. Even though there's a 2-hour time difference, we were in bed at 9, like our normal time, and then slept until like 7. So I think I was getting like 11 hours of sleep a day or something. It felt great. It really did. I felt very well rested. by the time we got home. But, whew, but anyway, but yeah, I slept a lot. And that's kind of why I didn't do any cross stitch. It's because I hardly did any cross stitch because I just basically, I rested. I just relaxed and rested the whole time. So, all right, so let me tell you about Stitching Time while we were there. Stitching Time is this, the business itself has been around for over 40 years. I asked the people that were there a few questions, and it's in this beautiful yellow house. I'm trying to think. I don't really know Jacksonville all that well, but I want to say more central to central west Jacksonville. I'll put I think they have a website. I'm pretty sure they do. I'll put a link down below to it in case you're ever in Jacksonville. And it is just packed full of stuff. And what I really like about it is that they like try and display as much as they can. So there's just stuff everywhere. And they also have like finished projects. They're just packing the wall everywhere. Just smaller bits and bobs and whatnot. And it was funny because we were there and my sister-in-law was like, oh, there's this funny one over here. It talks about, you know, housework never killed anyone. So how, but why give it a chance or something like that. But anyway, I have that one. I just don't have it framed and put on the stitchy wall downstairs. But it was funny because I was like, yeah, I actually have that one. And I've stitched it. But they had a lot of really cool things. And it was pretty cool. The only thing that I didn't like was that the floss was basically like color coded. How do I say this? Like instead of like a stitching shop, they have, you know, everything's in like the pull out drawers and whatnot, and they were all the same in that regard. Both stores were the same, but at a stitching shop, everything's labeled on the front with what's inside. And at Stitching Time, it was more like, well, here are a lot of blue greens, so you pull them out, and they're just, you know, they're in their little cubbies or whatever, but they're, you know, one could be like 823, and the other one's 3813, and then there's 165, and there's, you know, it's just didn't feel like there was a system. I also didn't ask. They were a little busy when I was there, so I didn't ask about it, but it was a little weird. I just felt like it was organized differently than I normally would, but that's just me. But yeah, they had a lot of really cool older things, like older patterns that that you might not see in other places. But it was really, really cool. So I think they've been in this location for like 5 years. But the business is over 40 years old. But really neat, really neat. A lot of knitting stuff there too, a lot of yarn stuff. But I was just a cute little house and a cute little place there. But I got two things while I was there. I got a project. I got a Lizzie Kate. I got an older Lizzie Kate. Which one is this? Joy to the World. So it's kind of a Christmas piece. And I got it because my mother-in-law, my mama, she likes cardinals, and so I thought, you know, this might be a nice one to do for them because they love cardinals, and to put it up there, and then this might end up just having to get done on top of that. But anyway, so it's not going to take very long to do. I'm gonna get started on it real soon, but it's adorable and I love it, and so it was really very cool to see that there. They had you know, they did have a lot of different different designers, and some of them which I had never heard of before. So the difference and the exposure to new things was pretty cool. The other thing that I got is something I've been thinking about for a while, but I had just never kind of taken the opportunity to grab it. When I saw it there, I was just like, oh, it's such a classic, and you guys are going to be like, oh, woo, woo, sound like zombies or something. It is Carriage House Samplings, Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I remember hearing about this as a sampler, like one of those, was it a calendar or once a month sampler release things or whatever. But I definitely, I'd never bought it and never gotten it, but when I saw it at the store, I was like, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. And it's there. Gotta grab it. So I'm super happy about it. It's nothing I'm going to be stitching anytime soon. you know, it's not an imperative that I got to jump in, but I'm just going to hold on to it, and I'll do it at some point. But I had to get it. I had to get it. I mean, why not? I had to get it. But anyway, yes. And then while I was there, I did feed an alligator named Jules, and the video's at the end. And so yeah. Anyway, hey, if you're in Florida and you don't feed a gator, I mean, what's the point, right? What's the point? It was a lot of fun though. It really was. All right. So before we get into all that, one last bit of announcement news is this channel is going to hold its first ever giveaway. And I don't know exactly how I want to do it because I've never done this before. I assume I'm going to announce it here, and then probably what we will do is next week we'll talk again about it, and then maybe I'll have you guys, like, people like make a comment on whether or not they want it, or they don't have to say, hey, I don't want it. Just say, if you're a subscriber and you comment below the video, then you'll be entered into, I know there's like some kind of a program or something that you can throw a bunch of names into, and then it'll just randomly pick somebody. But anyway, I think that's kind of what we'll do. But what happened, and this is courtesy of Sheila. So thank you again, Sheila. This is awful sweet of you and awful kind and generous of you to do this, because you reached out to me and then you sent this to me, and this is awesome. Now, this is something that I have already done, but I know that a lot of you have wanted to do something like this. So let me show you what it is. Folks, it's Music Teacher's House from Ronnie Rowe Designs. Woo! Yeah. Now, this is one of the first, well, it is the first Ronnie Rowe that I have, that I ever did. And it was one of the first cross stitches that I think it might have been the first that I ever had, here we go, that I ever had framed and put on the wall. So this is basically like a lot of other Ronnie Rows. All you need is black thread, black floss, the color 310, and white Ada. If you wanted, I did it in 18 count. You could theoretically you could choose to do it in whatever you want to. It talks about how much you might need and everything on the back. There are 4 pieces of paper in here that are the design. And it is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm just looking at it. I actually haven't looked at it very closely because it's been a while. But anyway, so the reason why Sheila had this was because she ordered some stuff from Ronnie Rowe, and when they sent it, they accidentally sent this one. And when she contacted them and said that she got this by mistake, they said, oh, well, you know what, just keep it. It's cool. But she had already stitched it, or she already had it. So so she reached out to me, and we're going to do a giveaway. So next week, we'll figure out exactly what we're going to do. I'll make sure that you guys are all aware of it. I'll talk about it in the next couple of videos, because we're due for a stitch with me this weekend, and then a question and answer session on Monday is what I'm hoping for. And so so anyway, so yeah, we'll make sure that all you guys get it. Woohoo! I mean, that's awesome. That is awesome. I love it. Okay, what else is going on? Not a whole lot. We're doing Mexican Thanksgiving tomorrow. I know it's kind of it's obviously non-traditional, but we're gonna do we're gonna try some tamales and some Mexican rice, I think, and some Mexican corn, Mexican street corn. Oh, we just had some recently. Oh, so good, so good. So we're gonna try and get that going. I got a lot of stitching to do. I mean, I kind of want the rest of this headache, and it's almost gone, but I just want the rest of it to go away so that I can reorganize everything and get stuff together and really get a jump back on things. That's my plan. That's my mission and my plan. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving. What that means is a lot of food and a lot of football. Tonight, I think, is hockey. I think so. I'm super happy that my Blues finally fired their coach. That was good. I found out it was like 10:30 at night, and I started yelling, and my husband never woke up. He never woke up. So he's a sound sleeper once he goes to sleep. But super happy about that, because he was not a good coach. Gosh, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm fishing for whatever it was I was going to do. I still didn't. I hope you guys enjoyed the whole honeybee portrait thing, even though the picture looks terrible. Did I just spit on myself? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. That was rude. But yeah, so got that stuff going. I got a lot of stuff going, guys. I just got to get back on stitching. So I hope to stitch all through the night, and really get back going on all the stitcherooskies here, because it's time. It's time to stitch. I think that's enough silliness for now. I'm gonna add in the old enjoy the alligator feeding video as I feed her a hot dog from a long stick. And outside of that, oh, I didn't even tell you guys, we got some new additions coming, hopefully in the next week, and hopefully you'll see them. We've got, you guys know about the gecko. His name is Carter. Hopefully he's coming in the next couple of days. And then the other thing is we're getting birds. Oh my gosh. When we were in Florida, my sister-in-law has this really cool umbrella. I'm going to say it wrong. Umbrella cockatoo? I'm going to say it wrong. Oh, I don't know. I don't really know that much about birds, but it's an umbrella. It's beautiful and knows a bunch of words and all these different things, and so smart and very sensitive. So we were, so I was really like, this is my second visit. So, you know, I felt like the first one I was just kind of getting to know him, and now I was trying to get him to know me. So we were trying to have a conversation between the two of us, and I was just like, man, I want a bird. I want to talk to a bird. Because my bird would be crazy. It would be crazy. They say you have to talk to birds a lot. We'd be having a running conversation. So anyway, but it just so happened when I got back that I know somebody who is looking to rehome some parakeets. And I know they don't talk, but they sing a little bit and they chirp a little bit. So so I think we're going to go ahead and grab those and bring them over, hopefully this weekend. So maybe by the next video we'll have some more additions to the house. Oh yeah, and then my husband really wants another cat. The California fires. You know, if you've seen all the animals that have been left homeless, and sometimes people don't know who they are, so a lot of them are being taken to shelters and whatnot, and a lot of them are injured, burned, smoke inhalation, things like that. And so a lot of times whenever there's something like that happens, a lot of them end up turning up here in Denver. It happened with the flooding in Houston. We're still getting a ton of animals coming out of Houston that are coming here. I saw one today that was a Houston shelter. And but if they get an influx of cats from California, we may have to go get another one. And I was like, really, honey? I mean, is Mercury going to be okay with that? And he's like, well, you're just going to have to. We got to bring another one in. So he didn't say it like that. I said it like that, but. All right, I think that's it, guys. I'm just rambling now. It's good to see you all again. I hope you have been stitching well. I will see you very soon for a stitch with me. Who knows what we're going to do, because there's so much to get started again. But you guys take care. Have a great stitchy weekend. If you're here in America, have a happy Thanksgiving. Happy and safe Thanksgiving. Rest of the world, be cool, guys. And I'll see you guys real soon. If you have any questions, comments, you know, check out down below. Ask me. I'll answer them on Monday in a Stitch With Me video. And we'll go from there. You guys take care. Bye-bye. So, Mercury. So, your daddy said that he might want to get another cat. He's not going to replace you. He just wants to get another cat in case there's cats from California that need to have a home. Well, how do you feel about that? No comment? No comment? Okay, I guess that means no comment.
Well, they're just waiting for it, aren't they?
Huh?
They're just waiting for it. Look at them. They know what's coming.
3.
Hard to believe something that big.
You want to feed her?
It didn't matter to me, but I want to feed. I want to feed her. Yeah.
Okay, that's Jules.
Yeah.
She's not. Jules, come on. They know their names. They respond individually to their names.
There you go.
Did you get it?
She got it.
Good.
We'll hold it off the end.
Bunch of Germans at a time.
Nice.